Hello everybody, this is day one at the new house here in Fayetteville, Georgia. Sorry my makeup crew did not show up this morning, so you get what you get this morning. I'm going to start outside with this house. This is project number 1 from a YouTube perspective, but project number 6 overall. House renovation number 6. I think this is going to be the best one. We'll see. So we're going to start with an outside view. This view right here is not too bad, but when I flip the camera, it's very sunny. So there's going to be a lot of sunlight hitting the camera in the house. So let's start with the tour. So starting with the tour, here's the house. Stucco gray, not 100% sure what the style is, European style. I'll get better with styling as I go. A lot of overgrowth. Here's the mailbox. There's a ton of trees on the property, as you can see. Not really kept. Very tall trees. These trees will be, a lot of them will be cut down. A lot of the overgrowth and the brush will be cut back probably today by me after I empty some boxes, because the house is full of boxes. So you'll see that once we get inside the house. Got some nice flowers growing. Not sure what that's all about, but that's going to be throughout the property very randomly. So a lot of things that we need to do to the house. Probably can get a better view now because the sun is behind the house. We're gonna start with the front view. I'll walk around to the front first, get a nice shot of the front of the house. It's a very nice house, so I think it's gonna turn out very good. So we spin around and we see the trees. Spin around at a good shot of the house without the sun hitting us. Nice architecture, brand new roof, so we don't have to replace the roof at all. But where we save on the roof, we have to get all new windows throughout the entire house. A lot of trees to get cut down, but again, we know that's a part of it, and that's going to be expensive. We turn around, this is our view across the street. Beautiful homes, beautiful neighborhood. Gated community, golf course, all of that good stuff, all the things that make it important for resale. So that's the front of the house. We'll go in the house in a second, but I want to do an exterior tour of the house first. Now here's a side view of the house. Not too bad. Here's the garage, actually one of the best parts of the house so far that doesn't really need a lot of TLC. Sorry for that. Doesn't need a lot of TLC in the garage. Have the car, a couple of the cars in there already. This house only has a 2-car garage. And you'll see this location right here. The gazebo will be torn down very soon. And we will put a second garage here. So you'll have this 2-car garage, and in the same style and elevation and roof line, you're gonna have a second detached garage with a breezeway that's going to connect to this door here on the side of the house. So I do expect it to be pretty nice. That's one of the major projects that I do have for this house, is the detached garage that's going to sit right here at the end of the driveway. We'll probably need to cut back some of these bushes and remove that retaining wall and push it back. So that's going to be another one of the big projects, the detached garage on the side. Now we'll move around to the back side. So now we'll do the back of the house. You see this wonderful gazebo that the kind owners, when they redid the roof, they redid the gazebo. So that's quite a bit of money they wasted, because we're going to tear the gazebo and the deck down here pretty soon. And we do plan to replace this deck with a Trex deck. You'll see a lot of the overgrowth back here. Some more of the tulips growing, whatever that flower is. Maybe it's a tulip, maybe it's something else, I don't know. No, I don't think it's a tulip. Maybe somebody, if you know what that is, if you do gardening and you know what it is, let me know what it is. So when I'm cutting it down or stepping on it, I'll know what I'm killing. So here's the deck. It looks like something from The Walking Dead, but this is Fayetteville, Peachtree City, not Sonoy, which is where they did film Walking Dead, parts of it. So here's the deck, gets ripped down. We'll do a Trex deck that's going to span from the left side of where this current deck is all the way to the end of the windows here, the second window, the second large window with the rounded top. So that new deck's going to be pretty wide. You see kind of the elevation of the back of the house. It's a combination of stucco and hardy plank. Nice materials. Hopefully, if the HOA allows me, the detached garage will be hardy plank as opposed to stucco to give the house a little bit of a change in texture. Also in the comments, let me know what you think about that variation in material. You can see what it looks like here, stucco and hardy plank, but on the front, there's only stucco right now. So the hardy plank on the garage will be the only other contrast. And if it's like too stark of a contrast because you don't have multiple pieces of hardy plank like we do back here, and then multiple pieces of stucco, if it'll just look like the garage doesn't belong. So let me know that in the comments. You'll see a lot of the drainage back here. We're gonna have a lot of drainage. The yard slopes down to a ravine between the two houses. Our neighbors, their house slopes toward us, our house slopes toward them. And so we have to manage the drainage. All of our gutters, none of our gutters have a extension pipe at the end, as you can see, that runs the water away from the house, which is where a lot of the erosion problems came from. Here's a view of the back of the house, just as far as you can see. There's really nothing back there. There are houses, but they're far enough away, and it's winter, so there's no leaves on the trees, and once the foliage grows out, you won't be able to see anything. So there's lots of 1.18 or essentially a 1.2 acre lot. So again, now we'll walk to the other side of the house. So now you'll see the opposite side of the house. Not much to see here. This side is essentially just really the basement window and the two doors where we'll put the golf cart. Golf cart will go in this door, and really, again, not a lot back here. The windows, really a lot of work needs to be done on the landscape for the whole house because there's so many trees and there's so much no sun coming through. You see, the only thing on the ground is moss instead of grass. So a lot of drainage to do. But I have some great ideas for that when we get to those projects in that video. A lot of this will be gravel coming around because this is where the golf cart will drive. So there'll be kind of a golf cart type of a small rock road, not paved, but pathway. All of the leaves that you see now along the house are going to be completely gone. The trees along the house are going to be completely gone. Some of these trees over here are going to be cut back, especially all the smaller ones. The neighbors really want us to cut a lot of trees down, and we're going to do that. So if you're one of my neighbors that end up being a follower on this channel and you want to chip in so I can cut down more trees, it's very welcomed. Because again, like I said earlier in the video, cutting trees down is very expensive. Now we're gonna walk around and we're gonna go through the front door and tour the house from the front entrance. So again, back to the front of the house. Beautiful elevation off the front, very square, symmetrical. And we're gonna go onto the front of the house. We're gonna replace these front doors. Another opportunity for comment. Let me know what you think about this front door. Just your standard black door. Love these lanterns. Switching off topic really quickly. Love these lanterns. I am going to take those lanterns down and sand them, refinish them, and repaint them black. They're currently copper, but I'm going to paint them black, but keep those same lanterns. I like the size of them. The scale is perfect for the front of this house, so I don't want to fix what's not broken. Sorry, but the door, back to the door. We're looking at doing a double door here, tall double door, getting rid of the transoms and the side lights. Let us know what you think about keeping it the same, maybe just painting the door and the trim around it, or replacing it with the double door. Adds a lot more dimension and feel to it if you do the double door, but also have to look at from a resale perspective. Is that something we can get the money back for on that? So also, before I go in this segment of the video, the trim around the door is gray with the capstone. Another opportunity for comment, the trim around the window with the capstone, as well as the trim around this window with the capstone. If you'll notice in other parts of the house, the trim and the capstone is white, and I'll actually walk around to the side to give you a perspective, because it looks like that over the garage, so that as you give your opinion, you'll have an opinion based on what you already know. So this side you have the trim and it's white, so the contrast is good. The gray and the white with the capstone, that's a part that's consistent with the other parts of the house. But if you look on the front of the house, it's all gray, as opposed to gray and a gray background with white trim. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you like the gray on gray better, and maybe we can change the garage side to gray on gray, or if you like the contrast of the gray with the white trim. I think if we stay with the white door, the white trim would make sense. If we go with a darker door, double door, maybe leaving it all blacked out gray, or not black, but all grayed out would be better. So put that, let me know what you think in the comments for that, and we'll go inside the house. So now we open the door to the foyer. Again, the house is very symmetrical, and the foyer is square. You'll see a gigantic octopus looking chandelier at the top, which of course is going to get replaced. And later in another video, when I'm doing the foyer, because the foyer I'll treat as a room unto itself. We'll more than likely do wainscoting all the way up to the ceiling, all the way around, and I'll show some pictures in this video of some examples that I would like to go by. You have carpet going up the steps, which I'm not a fan of, so I'll rip that off. Under that carpet is hardwood, so we'll just have hardwood steps going all the way up. So that's the foyer. Over to the left is my office, which is just a plain room. Very, very square. Like I said, the house is very symmetrical. So each room is almost identical size. Some a little bit bigger than others, but all in square shape. Beautiful emerald carpet that we plan to replace here pretty soon. Now we're gonna go to the other side of the foyer, to the formal dining room. Wonderful wallpaper all the way around. Again, a lot of these rooms will really only require painting. I will take the lower part of this trim off because it's very traditional. So I'll take the lower part of the trim off and just stick with just the chair rail. And again, like some of my last projects, I'll do a complete white out. This room will be completely white. This room, compared to the other house that we were just left, some of the furniture won't make the cut. So we'll see what stays, what doesn't stay as far as furniture, but everything in the room, obviously, chandelier and all, has to go. Again, the windows are gonna be replaced, brand new windows. Excited to see how that works out. Won't replace the transoms because those are fine. Those add character, but the windows need to be functional. Transoms are fine again. Won't replace those unless the window company says we have to, but the lower parts of the window are original to the house built in 1987. So now we're gonna go from the foyer in the front of the house toward the other side of the house. So now we open the door to the foyer. Again, the house is very symmetrical, and the foyer is square. You'll see a gigantic octopus-looking chandelier at the top, which of course is going to get replaced. And later, in another video, when I'm doing the foyer, because the foyer I'll treat as a room unto itself. We're more than likely do wainscoting all the way up to the ceiling, all the way around, and I'll show some pictures in this video of some examples that I would like to go by. You have carpet going up the steps, which I'm not a fan of, so I'll rip that off. Under that carpet is hardwood, so we'll just have hardwood steps going all the way up. So that's the foyer. Over to the left is my office, which is just a plain room. Very, very square. Like I said, the house is very symmetrical. So each room is almost identical size. Some a little bit bigger than others, but all in square shape. Beautiful emerald carpet that we plan to replace here pretty soon. Now we're gonna go to the other side of the foyer to the formal dining room. Wonderful wallpaper all the way around. Again, a lot of these rooms will really only require painting. I will take the lower part of this trim off because it's very traditional. So I'll take the lower part of the trim off and just stick with just the chair rail. And again, like some of my last projects, I'll do a complete whiteout. This room will be completely white. This room, compared to the other house that we were just left, some of the furniture won't make the cut. So we'll see what stays, what doesn't stay as far as furniture, but everything in the room, obviously, chandelier and all has to go. Again, the windows are gonna be replaced, brand new windows. Excited to see how that works out. Won't replace the transoms because those are fine. Those add character, but the windows need to be functional. Transoms are fine again. Won't replace those unless the window company says we have to, but the lower parts of the window are original to the house. House built in 1987. So now we're gonna go from the foyer in the front of the house toward the other side of the house. Continuing on the main level, where we walk from the front door into the family room. Big sized room. You see the columns. Going to change out those columns with some more modern looking columns, square, more than likely wooden to go with the Scandinavian or the Bohemian look of the wood and the white colors. All of this trim, except for the trim around the windows, will be taken out. So the wooden trim along the side will be taken out. All the wood up and down the fireplace will be taken out. The wood on this bookshelf, on the other hand, we will keep it and paint it white and remove the doors on the bottom and use that bottom. My current idea is using it as wood storage. The more decorative wood, fill it with wood, and it's next to the fireplace. The whole fireplace will look substantially different. Nice hardwood floors in the room. What you can't tell because of all the boxes is that there is a step down. You can see it right here, step down. It is kind of indicative to mid-century modern houses with the sunken living room, but I'm gonna try to use some decorating style to accommodate for that, to make it look natural and make sure no one falls and breaks their neck or anything like that. So we'll try to make it safe as possible. Maybe put furniture in the sections where the sectional in the curve over here. You could probably, I don't know if you noticed, or I said it earlier, the popcorn ceiling, and I'll have to get up there and put some scaffolding and scrape the ceiling. So over to the left, we'll head toward the master bedroom. So again, beautiful carpet choices throughout the house. Your standard room, from a size perspective, a decent sized room, and tray ceiling, which I love. Everything goes though, ceiling fans, everything. No trim, no no trim along the walls to have to worry about trying to make it fit the modern look. So, but we will do a feature wall behind the bed, or behind the television on the wall as you come in. Let me know in the comments what you think, which side of the room do you think works best for the feature wall. Most of the time it's the room that you see when you walk into the room because it hits you first, but also for the people that are in the room the most, they're gonna see the other side of the room. So do you like it for what you see during the day or what you see as soon as you come in the room? So master bathroom, big antique sunken tub, which gets ripped out, vanity on the his side or the her side. Right now it's the his side. Here's the her side. Everything gets ripped out and replaced. This is just a linen closet, old doors, linen closet type closet. There's your shower and bathroom in a box type deal. Not crazy about that, but not sure I want to rip walls down just because I don't like the way the toilet's close to the shower, but we'll see. That walk-in closet, it's a decent sized walk-in closet. We're going to put with the ugly carpet in here as well, and going to change this and put a closet system in this closet, so it'll be pretty nice once we finish. But everything in here gets gutted first opportunity we get back to the bedroom. So now we'll move on toward the kitchen.